appreciate it. Ala Majed, good evening. Mr. Butler, good evening. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. First and foremost, man, I look so tired, Bridget. What he has been doing lately, today, especially today.
Yeah, hard training. Up at busy and players arriving. So was trying to players arriving, so it wasn't easy. We had to drive some distances today, so just a little time.
What a day look like for Mr. Butler in Europe? One day. What a day look like? When you get up in the morning, talk us through what a day look like when you get up in the morning.
Well, you get up in the morning, you have 45 kids here, so you have to make sure them eat breakfast.
45?
Yeah.
And we get some money for buy a plane ticket. What? Holy that 45 a holy Bridget and Jeff if I struggle for bring 23. God. You have your own private plane, my Bridget?
No, not yet.
Alright, sir. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we and then we organize, as I said, I eat breakfast, so I have a meeting, and then we go to training, whether it's we have a training or we have a game. Go to the game or training. Most days the seniors have training up at Vise. You remember Ricky Martin, Blacks?
Yeah, man. I mean, man, you just play with me at Boystown, under 20, under 21. Yeah man.
Ricky,
feeling it. Me broke your foot in there, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that no nonsense type of mentality is what I need when I'm not here. So Ricky is now the assistant coach at the club at Vise, and he's gonna be doing his badges and everything under Coach Riga. So it's been good.
Okay, fair enough. You're saying this Vise. Do you have a club in Europe now, or are you partner with someone? Are you buying a club?
We bought the club. So,
yeah.
Yeah, so we have a club in the third division in Belgium. So we're looking to win the third division, move to the second division, and then by the next year, be in the Premier League, where we'll be playing against teams like Genk and Anderlecht and Standard Liège and so forth. So we're really making our way as in the business of football by ensuring that our players get the right opportunities and at the same time being able to move our players and transition in our own incomes from it.
So it's going to be Phoenix player, or you're going to have play across the world?
Well, there are players up coming into the academy review, into the club review players that are there. But we'll have 10 players at Phoenix definitely signing with the club. So it's really going to be based with Phoenix and the Belgian players that are already at the club. And we are going to take a few in slots that we may need filling, We'll take a few players from, different parts of the world as well.
Okay. So what are your plans for that club? What's the club name you purchased?
Called Vise.
Club Vise.
Vise.
Yeah. Okay. So what are your plans for the next 5 years for the club?
Well, it's just to win and to bring more players and develop. The idea with Phoenix was to have developed players for professional football. And the idea with the club is to provide that first step into the world of professional football so they can perform, dominate, and move on to the next level at a higher price, So
how long you going to be in Europe? Are you coming back to Jamaica, or are you going to base in Europe for now?
No, man, my home is Jamaica, I don't do well when I'm out of Jamaica for too long, health-wise. So I'm not feeling so. I'm going through a little health problem right now. But I'll be home soon. That's my home.
Okay. So are you going to still in charge of Mona going forward?
Of course, Mona is part of the developmental model. We have to, the youth go to Mona. Mona plays in the Money Cup. We'll continue merging on to Phoenix. We have Phoenix, St. Anne in Phoenix. So we have a club in Jamaica that we then would move our players from our Jamaican club to to um to come here. Come here. Yeah, to
Good night.
yeah
Good
to
man. Who this? Who is this? The guy we're showing me with the six pack.
Yeah.
Mighty
What name? Mikey Ant. What's up?
Mighty Ants.
Yeah,
Mike,
nothing. What's up?
which position you play?
Left wing and right wing.
Wow. Okay, so you playing Manning Cup this year?
Yeah. At the age of 13 years old.
13. You think you're ready for Manning Cup?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Butler. The other day I was having a conversation with one of my producer, one of the people them who the graphic, his name Ian. He said to me, say, yo, brother, you the upper Butler. Whisper gone. Do you believe that Craig our next whisper up there? And the man say, Ryan, mighty and bad, mighty, bad, wicked. So me I say, man saying can use him both feet and things. So big up yourself, look, youngster.
But there's also Sean Layton, there's Denzel Theo McKenzie. Ajax want him. Like the post 3 times against Ajax from distance, you know.
Okay.
Ajax want him, so lot of goalkeeper did well on the trip as well. So lots of clubs interested in him. Brentford, Sheffield, I believe. Ajax. So
How many team you play since you go over there in Belgium? How many team you have played?
Play whole heap, man. Play everybody. Some will win, some will lose. You never got the man them not play with them. I send out them first team player. When I play Ajax send out 5 of them first team players from the first team, you know. Drop them down for the game because them not want to lose. So it was, was a good game. We lost like 5-3, but we were able to use our system and pin them back for about 25 minutes in the second half and couldn't come out. So it was very good. And we just continue. We have Genk. Tomorrow we have Cercle Bruges and Union St. Louis. And then we have on Samstag, on the 21st, we have Young Genk. So that will be our final game before the players come back to Jamaica to prepare for Money Cup. And then the 10th stay here. You know?
With all of these hard work in Europe, Greg, how do you, because now they have pre-season.
Yeah.
Now the kids them is coming back to Jamaica, right? And they're going to play Manning Cup. What are the conditions? Because normally they have pre-season right now. Your player them supposed to be fit right now because they just coming playing at the high level against Belgium, Genk, and all of these teams. What are the preparation going into this Manning Cup with talk about conditioning, not to peak too early in the Manning Cup?
Manning Cup not that important to us, What is important is getting where we are now. You know, when in the larger scheme of things, yes, Manning Cup will play the football and we play the league, and you win or you lose, or whatever you reach semi-final or final, you win. What happens after that? Do you send your players to USL and hope for the best, like what most of the schools do, if them even have a contact, or send them out to the bush leagues? Here we have an opportunity where we can send them straight into Belgium. The Belgium third league, third tier, is higher than the USL, by far.
Yeah.
The teams that are playing in there are very high level. So with Money Cup, we're prepared. Of course, we're prepared. We've been prepared. We don't stop training. We train all year round. So it's just the players know each other. They know the system, and they work well together. And we just do a thing,
Yeah, but as the minister still, how you manage it manage their condition is not to peak too early in the first 2 months of the Manning Cup. I know it lasts 3 months with the Champions League and the Walker Cup.
No, bro. We not think like that. I think for 8 months of football, at least 8 months of competitive football. That's what the Premier League they might play. You understand? We play a whole heap of football. So you can't, not think, not to peak too early, man. What the hell? So you want to say, okay, focus on the 3 months of Manning Cup football? No, we're focusing on having players ready for 8 months, 9 months of football. You know, what do you think Liam Bailey play? Play. Liam Bailey play football on Christmas Day in a boss. And that whisper for God to, you know. So if you're training to prepare for Manning Cup and don't want to peak, you're preparing the players to fail at the next level.
Yeah. Fair enough. But you speak about Whisper just coming out of Gold Cup, just coming from the Chelsea first team, pre-season. What frame of mind him have to ready for the Nation League come next month for Jamaica?
Look at his Instagram post. Instagram post said 3 months left. And he's at training right now, 4 o'clock. Every day. Ready. This is what's important. Come. That's important. So.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about him in Gold Cup this so far? What do you feel about him Gold Cup performance?
I think he needed more minutes, but I also understand the coach not playing him as much because, you know, you have to, when you're going to, let's say when you're going to a new company, you know, it's important. It's important, Shani. Yeah. It's important to when you go into a new company, it's important to learn the culture of the new company before you start throwing your weight around. It's like this club. I buy the club, but I don't go in there like I'm the big boss and push everybody around. They know I'm the big boss already. I don't have to. But at the same time, try to just assimilate. Don't fire the coach. I keep the coach. You know, just bring my coaches there as well and get everybody to work together. And that's what I think the coach is doing with Whisper. How is he integrated him? Think that I think personally, if he had gone into the games earlier, some of the results would have been different. Yeah. But at the same time, you have to understand not the politics as much as the relationships that the coach has to manage. And they want him to be well received with the players. So I think the way he did it was good. And I think the next step is going to be excellent.
Yeah. Well, I know you speak to him. I saw it on Instagram. In Instagram, we have a FaceTime talk with him. How him feel coming out of that pre-season with Chelsea first team? What are him frame of mind at this moment? Leaving that playing, training with Sterling, Silva, all of these top players that play in the world right now.
Well, he did very well in it, you know, and now he knows that, you know, they're not better than him. You know, he knows that they're just human beings. They're not idols that you see and you just, wow. He can actually manage a game. He can manage playing to them. And he has adapted well, and he really loves it at Chelsea. The coach loves him very well, Pochettino. The technical director likes him. All the players really like him, you know. They were asking if there's any way we could get him in earlier, you know, and just can't. He has to wait till he turns 18.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, Sam did well in training then, man.
Yeah, man, he did really well. Really, really well. He was not, he didn't look different. He didn't look like a kid amongst men. He looked like a man amongst men. You know? And that's important.
Yeah, and I like the way Mikel Antonio put him on and barely put the man around him in the Gold Cup. So give him that feel of round the big man. So going to Chelsea, I'm being with superstar in the Jamaican team, the Bobby Reed, the Gray, the Antonio, the Andre Blake. You know what I mean? So that's a good sign. That's a good thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we try to instill in the players. You know, every day, no matter what, you know, sometimes to the point of yelling, I'll say, I have to stay humble. Stay humble. Stay humble. Stay humble. You know? A lot of people like to say that, oh, I'm arrogant or show off and all of that. I'm not. I just do. When I believe in something, I put all my effort behind it. You know, it does, and and I'd have to defend my players. Can you imagine if when Speed had come on all that time back? Looking back now, if hindsight was 2020 with that show when I tore off my shirt because he had said Whisper not ready and I know King did this and King did that. Whisper signed to Chelsea. You understand? He signed to Chelsea. That was a kid that they didn't even want in their under 20. Suppose I never showed that belief in him. You think the kid would actually believe in himself? Sometimes, those that stand up for you and fight for you are more important than anything you can imagine, even yourself. Because there are times when you don't even know how good you are. You know? And if somebody don't stand up and say, listen, no, he deserves to be there. Look at all the other players that we have. Dovey, all of them. Zander, all of them. So say hi now. Say hi to these guys.
After.
Blessing. He's playing in the under 20, right? He's playing in the under 20, right? The other day.
Which that was Zander, yeah.
We're playing the midfield, man, for Jamaica under 20. Big up yourself, man. No respect. Yeah. But where you get that mindset there? Is it going around the top of Europe?
Yeah, I'll be called for all of them. Just tell them to beat over in my room. Just find space. I'll come over there in about 10 minutes. 107 is also open. Tell Mikey to give you the code for 107. And I'll send you the code for, hold on, I'll send you the code for 108 as well.
For 108?
I think there's
I got the one for 108.
Yeah, 108 already?
Yeah.
All right, so take the guys with you that are grouped in that area and then put the ones, I think it's 108 is for 2 days, right?
Yeah.
17. You should put the ones for 107, those that are leaving on the 17th, put them in there. And then put you guys going to 108, the other ones. And then put people in different rooms that are free. There's also another room that Mike have the code for. Mike have all the codes.
Mike have all?
Yeah, so just organize. Yeah, man. So just get them back. They just got here from England. So they're just getting into the hotel rooms.
Boy, so we get sponsor for them hotel in because of Craig Butler, or you have to take out the money and pay for these hotels?
If you don't believe in something, and you don't invest in it, it won't materialize. So I'll do it hard. Sometimes you have to just put your money where your mouth is. And we don't have any sponsors. We don't have anybody we can run to. Nobody likes us.
And that's one of the things I respect here in Butler. Although a lot of people say your brother do such, and it's fine with me. I'm okay with it because guess what? As we just say, if you don't believe in your player them, right, and back your player them, go to the T for your player them, and they see you on this internet, and people say them no good, and you are back them. Where you think them are gonna feel? Them are gonna feel in power. Say, yeah, my manager believe me. Say, yo, me good. You understand? So if him out there fight for us in a social media or with it on TV, what you think them going to go out there and do for you? They're going to fight and work hard because they know they don't want to let you down. And that's what I really love about you. What I love about you, yeah, a lot of people, they just like talk and they not put their money where their mouth. Yeah? Yeah? And the man them is lie like cheeky hard man. Where I tell you about. Long time I tell you about cheeky hard man, And see him just come and show himself. And the whole Jamaica say cheeky hard man. You don't know who me I call cheeky hard man still. But yeah. But no. So they strong. Cheeky hard. Yeah, cheeky hard man. Trust me. Cheeky hard. But tell me something, Mr. Butler. Are you a big fan of the women's football? Are you a big fan of you're a big fan of the women's football in general?
Absolutely. I'm 100% in support of them. Have always been. And Cinderella is doing a great job with that group. And I support Bonnie all the way. 1,000,000%. Every word out there more.
She get a raw deal the other day. Whole heap of government, everybody come down upon her. You hear the statement? Or you have nothing to say about it?
What's the statement?
She said, GoFundMe get us here. And a lot of people say, oh, don't GoFundMe they get we here and all of them things and the whole heap of backlash and all of them stuff.
Who said that? Who said that? There were any of our teammates that said GoFundMe didn't get them there?
No, Bonnie Shaw, we're talking to Ian Wright.
Listen to the question I've asked you. Did any of our teammates say that GoFundMe didn't get them there?
No, none of our teammates them never said that. None of our teammates them, but she was the one we were talking. She was talking about her journey and the interview when she was talking
about. Understand? You see, he who feels it knows it, bro.
Yeah.
He who feels it knows it. A lot of things you hear me talk, everybody come out and says liar telling, and then later on you see it materialize. But during the time when me I talk, I'm the devil. I'm the worst person on the face of that beer lie me I tell.
True, man. You say something will really come to pass right now with this administration. And the same thing with Bonnie, where Bonnie I say she talk about a journey. Particularly saying the GoFundMe get you to the World Cup, but you were talking about a journey, because through our journey, a lot of GoFundMe support them, right? And even the Jeffs give them $550 for 6 weeks, $550 years for 6 weeks. Yeah. And even GoFundMe give the girls their money,
Divide that and see how much it is.
And I change up, man. No. And thing. But yeah. So
these guys here cost £1,000 per day to eat.
Wow.
And them they over a month already. Just to eat,
Yeah.
So trust me, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah. So when them talk about them give them money and them this, it's not enough. It's not enough. That's the facts. And they have to treat our players better. The truth of it is you get sponsorships, you get money from FIFA. Yeah? How much of that money actually goes into the program and the footballers themselves? You must treat you see me? So every player, if you come with a gun, me sure say 3/4 of them will stand up in front of them and take the bullet for me. 3/4 of them. You might have 1 or 2 coward man. But most man will take the bullet. Because they know that I would take the bullet for them. You know what the rules at Phoenix are? Leon said to people, but them don't understand. The youngest one eat first and the oldest one eat last. You know who the oldest one is?
You.
Exactly. You know what night me go without food? You know what woman left me because of football? Because of the youth, I'm not leave them out. I'm not give them up. I'm not throw them a road if them don't have nowhere to sleep. Them have to sleep on my hand. You know me go through in my life? Not easy in around. Not easy. You know how much time I have to defend a youth sometimes from all my own appearance then? I have to do what I know is right. You know how much beat up and cussing and argument people give me a road because of it? Today Whisper is at Chelsea. I realize him dream. I have a nice car and drive. His mommy okay. The other players get a chance to come and show what them can do. We step up and we can buy a club and give them opportunity to play in that club and perform. What do you think will happen out of it? Now it went quadruple. Instead of 1 and come out at a time, it's going to be 10. Because now you can't deny say to them because they're going to beat up everybody team over here. But who is willing to have that vision and to make the sacrifices for that vision to happen? Not many. Not many.
Who feels it knows it, man. Who feels it knows it, Mr. Butler.
Me say Georges beat up Mona in the Georges Cup the other day. Was a 9-1.
Yeah, Mona.
Yeah, man, my Mona over the weekend.
9-1.
Yeah, man. Me say them mash up Mona, man.
So who responds for the team now? Who are coach the team since you're overseas? You're overseas now.
Whisper.
Whisper coach the team?
Yeah. But there's a Colts team, the under 16s.
Oh, the Colts team.
So we use them and then play against the Money Cup team them so them can get a good feel. Cause the rest of the Mona team is here. Yo, Blacks.
Let's say get 19.
9-1.
9-1.
Yeah, Blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We have 22 of Mona's starting team squad here.
22.
So really, them play against the Colts team. So
yeah,
feel nice, you know.
Yeah.
Well, the truth is, Bertie did invite me, and I didn't want to not honor the promise to be there. So we just sent a Colts team because everybody was over here already, you know.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Cause whisper no coach. You are roach.
No. We never expect to win. On Whisper, that's part of his learning, you know. It's when you coach the younger ones, then you get a good feel for how it feels when the coach will talk to you in a year.
Yeah.
So you become more coachable as a result of that, you know?
Umbria.
Yeah, man. It make you more understand.
Yeah. So tell me something, Mr. Butler. Why you put the players them so early to be put them to coach?
But players are coached. I mean, Kyle and Chippy are coached from them 12, 11-year-old. You forget?
Yeah.
When them are 11, them are coached under 20 squad. It teaches you a lot. It teaches you about the game. It teaches you how to handle people, how to handle players. It teaches you responsibility, and it also makes you better coaches yourself. Better to become more coachable people. You listen more to the coach then. As I was saying, God, he who feels it knows it, bro.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts on Leon Bailey going into this new season? What are your expectations? What are the goals that you guys sit around the table and on a plan and achievement?
Yeah, going into the season, we spoke about it. Chippy knows he's gonna go out there and he's gonna be much more creative and more direct in his approach. He's a very talented young man, and he's a lot more responsible, focused now than ever before. So I'm looking forward to a good season for him. You know, some opportunities have come up, and we're also considering them. So, you know, we just have to make sure that he may stay at Aston Villa, but he also may leave. You know, a lot of things are happening in certain areas of the world that we have had some communications and some offers, so we're thinking about it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Carla.
Yeah, man, bless up, everybody. Yeah, man, Ryan.
Go ahead, man. Stop what you're doing, man.